Hi, everyone, and happy Friday. I hope that everyone has had a wonderful week and ready for the weekend. If this is your first time joining with me, my name is Val. I am a spiritual teacher and life coach. I am also an inspirational speaker and writer, and I do tarot card readings on different subjects ranging from relationships and romance to finances and career and even your life purpose. And so today's pick a card reading is about your life purpose. So, a little bit about your life purpose. I know that some people who may be aware with this subject, they may think that we come into this life with one purpose. And once we do that purpose, then we kind of are done with this life and we go and do something else. And so I wanted to share with you the concept of having multiple life purposes. And each purpose allows us to see the highest version of ourselves. Each purpose allows us to become comfortable with the things that are uncomfortable and to grow in ways that we didn't think were possible. So you can come into this life and have multiple life purposes and things that you need to do. And it can be something as very small as forgiving someone who you may have had an issue with in a past life, to something really big like starting a movement or creating a project that will help many. And so no matter what the life purpose is, each and every single one is very important, as it all comes together in helping you to know who you are, know the path that you're going on, and to help you grow and to become this authentic and powerful being living in their own power and in their creativity and being happy. And so, whatever messages that you receive from today's reading, know that this may be a life purpose that you're supposed to work on this year. It could be an overarching life purpose that you're supposed to be working on as part of a thematic for your life. Whatever it is and whatever resonates with you, take that with you. And whatever doesn't resonate with you, as I always say, put it to the side, as this is a general reading. And so there may be parts that you say, oh, yeah, this definitely makes sense. And there are parts that you may say, I don't even like whatever she's saying. And that's okay. And if you're like me, there may be times in which you then come into a reading and you say, oh, I like pile one and two. And so feel free to follow your journey and to listen to the readings for either one. And so in advance, I just want to thank you for joining us. And if you are not familiar with Pick a Card, what happens is that I ask you to take a moment and to just visualize which card do you see yourself putting your hand on or choosing or pulling. We have deck number 1 with this beautiful black tourmaline crystal. We have deck number 2 with this lapis lazuli. And you have deck number 3 with this piece of amber. So take a moment and just visualize which deck are you selecting, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so we are going to get started, and we're just going to move the cards here, and we're going to start with reading number 1. Place the tourmaline here. So if you selected deck number 1, I have used a variety of tarot decks. So we have tarot decks from the Akashic Records, from your life purpose, the Light Seekers Tarot, and also from the Ascended Masters Tarot. So your first card is the Queen of Roses. And these cards are a little sticky. Caught in the Ruins is your second card. We have Five of Roses, the Garden. Six of Keys and Crescent Moon. Four of Roses, Views of the Ego. Page of Cups. We have Seven of Wands in reverse. We have Four of Cups, that is in reverse. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Lovers. And from the Ascended Masters, we have Energy Healing. Take charge of the situation. And then from the Life Purpose card, we have Energy Healing again. And so looking at this spread here, it feels to me that this life purpose that you are currently experiencing is involving a relationship, as we have here with the Lovers card. It is also involving a karmic or life purpose lesson of healing and working on your root chakras, as well as with your intuition and with your higher connection to your higher self, as we can see here with the deep color of reds and purples. And it is also here telling me that this life purpose has to deal with opening your heart. And so here we have the Queen of Roses. Someone who is loving, someone who opens their heart and is this beautiful soul, sees everything as beautiful and sees the life in everything. And is just really a vibrant soul and a vibrant leader. However, as we can see here, we have the Caught in Ruins card. And so this card here, as you can see, is a dilapidated castle. And you have this beautiful greenery, so we know that things can come in and grow in. But here you have a couple that seems to be imprisoning themselves and not getting out. And so with the Lovers card here, what we're seeing is this feeling that you are caught in a relationship that you can't get out of. You're feeling empty. You're feeling like you do not know where to go. And perhaps if you're not looking to get out of the relationship, you don't even know where to start to heal this relationship. And so it's causing a lot of just emotional distress. It's causing a lot of just feelings of separation, feelings of loneliness, and feelings that you're not being heard. And there may be children involved as well in this relationship, or there may be a need to protect your inner child, as you see here from the Five of Roses. And so what is going on currently in this relationship is you are someone who is loving, you are someone that has an open heart, but you are also feeling that you are trapped in a situation and you do not know how to get out of it. As we see here with the Four of Roses, there are 3 men who are looking in the mirror, and only one gentleman sees himself in this mirror. And there is this feeling in this relationship in that your partner is seeing himself and not seeing other sides and not seeing you in this relationship. And so it is a time right now in which you're coming into a difficult situation in which you're trying to ask yourself, is this relationship fulfilling? If you've been in this relationship hoping that this person would be able to see you and to see others around them and not only themselves, you may be coming to a time right now in which you're thinking that this isn't going to change, as this relationship is only one-sided. And you're also feeling that your energy is feeling drained, and you're feeling that there is this need to grow and need to set boundaries with yourself and need to make a change. And so we have here the Seven of Wands, which is a call for creating boundaries in your life, a call for creating balance in your life. And we are also looking to the Six of Keys, which is a call for using our intuition to allow us to see the relationship for what it is and to see what changes need to take place. For in this relationship, you've been feeling not in balance. And with the Four of Cups, there is a call that you can create gratitude and you can create a more fulfilling life for yourself. What it requires, though, is for you to move back into your heart space. And it's also calling for you to take charge of the situation and to heal yourself. Now, with the 2 energy healing cards coming up from 2 different decks at the same time, there are 2 things that I'm seeing. Either we have sending love to the other person, so sending love to this partner, and knowing that when we're in relationships, a lot of times it's a mirroring effect. And so when we can send love to someone while creating love for ourselves and creating fulfillment and joy and being able to move in a path of empowerment for ourselves, when we send that love and good energy, then we can also help and benefit our partners. If you are not doing that, it is also a call to know that having positive energy, it can allow you to manifest the life that you want. And to take charge of that life and to become the leader in your life. For things have been moving really slowly, and you feel with the Chariot in reverse as well, and you feel, again, stuck energy. You feel like you do not know how to get out of this self-imposed prison and how to allow yourself to move back into oneness. You love your partner, and we can see that here in the Lover's card. There's that passion, there's that love, but right now that partner isn't loving themselves. They only see themselves, and so it's causing just a lot of areas in which you cannot express yourself, in which you are not able to really be in fulfillment with yourself. I do believe that this is a karmic relationship that you are in which the lesson is about how to choose yourself. When we are in situations in which people are not able to love themselves fully, and they're therefore not able to love you and to show that full expression of love, sometimes we have to get up and we have to walk out and allow that person to do the healing that they need, either to come back to us as a whole person or so that we may find our happiness, as you can see here. Because this Page of Cups wants to give their love. They're looking to be in this relationship in which is fulfilling, which they didn't feel like they could ever obtain, which is why you have the flying pig here, right? So when pigs fly, and they're looking to give all that they are, just like the Queen of Roses. And right now they're feeling stuck and they're feeling trapped. And so therefore, the need for energy healing is important. And so what I would recommend, if this is a relationship that you're feeling, I want to give it another shot, I want to help heal this, is to allow yourself to sit in meditation and to just visualize your partner getting stronger, getting healthier, healing those parts of themselves that are in shadow, healing those parts of themselves that may have been feeling unloved, not worthy, feeling like they're not being seen. And as you keep giving that energy and that love, see what happens. Allow yourself to feel the changes and see if there is positive changes that come back into the relationship. If you feel, though, with the meditation and with giving your positive energy and also that healing energy to allow your partner to move into healing, that you're not finding that it's not working out, not the creation isn't working out of this co-creation of the union that you are looking for, it's all right to go and explore where you can find your happiness. It's all right for you to then know that you can still love someone and you can still be with someone in the heart and have that person still be your soulmate, but then go and find your happiness, which is what I also feel with the Garden card, is finding that happiness, finding that joy, finding that place of protection, finding that place of solace and peace. And so I feel that this is going to provide growth. It's going to provide healing on both levels for yourself and for your partner. And it's going to allow you to move out of that entrapment that you've been feeling lately. So I hope that this reading was helpful. If it is, please like and share. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me, as I love hearing from everyone and helping with expanded readings. And if you hit the subscribe button, you'll then be able to receive notifications of when I do future readings. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. And thank you again for joining me for reading number 1 as we start with reading number 2. So we have the lapis. I'm going to move this to the side. So if you pick deck number 2, we have 8 of Scrolls in reverse. Paths Unknown. We have number 3, which is Archangel Gabriel, and that is in reverse. We have 7 of Scrolls, Intricacies and Industry, in reverse. 3 of Forces, the Bird's Nest. We have the Queen of Forces. Three of Wands in reverse. Death or Rebirth. Queen of Cups in reverse. Temperance. 6 of Wands in reverse. And for your angel cards, you have Go Now by Serapis Bey. Focus on your strengths. Leadership. And the Artist. So looking at this spread right now, I feel in this particular life path, we are talking about work and career and moving, finding that balance and finding that space that you want to be in. You have pretty much been doing well within your career, but now it's time to go onto a path that is unknown. However, as you know, when we do that, that causes a lot of fear and anxiety, and it brings up a lot of stuff when we move into fear. Because fear has a tendency of telling us things that are not necessarily true so that it can protect us. So especially when it comes to work, when you have a job that is secure, a job in which you know people, you know what you're responsible for, what is expected of you. So even though you may be feeling that it is time to make a move, or a project or a promotion isn't coming fast enough, there's fear about what's going to happen if I move on. What's going to happen to my livelihood? Or am I going to be happy? And so all of these things and thoughts start coming to us. And then all of a sudden we stand still and we don't go anywhere. And we stay in the same path and we become stagnant. And then we start judging ourselves again. So as you can see, it becomes a cycle. And that is what the 8 of Scrolls is showing us. It's these cycles that we go through over and over and over again. And we don't move forward because we don't know what the path is. And so there's all these different fears. And I'll turn it upright. Here you have this beautiful forest, and this person is trying to decide which path to go down. There's one that seems bright. There's one that's kind of bright, and then there's one that kind of goes into shadows. And so she's going to stand here and try to figure out which path should she go on. And she's going to be there for a while because she doesn't know what the end result's going to be. And so here with the 8 of Scrolls in reverse, you're being asked right now to break free from the cycle, break free from the fears that have been holding you back. And the color of this card is green, so we're looking now into heart energy. So going into your heart and asking yourself, where am I being led to? What are the things that interest me? Where should I go on this path? And I think that's why the Artist card has come up, because this is talking about, the card says engaging in artistic activities, but I think it goes beyond that. It's about creating artistry in your life. So you are the creator of your life. You're able to build the path and decide which path, right, for 8 of Scrolls that you want to go on. So you are that co-creator, you are that artist in your life, and you're being asked right now to move into that artist role, to take leadership, and to take charge of the situation and know that you're painting the canvas, and to allow yourself to then move forward into that new opportunity, that new position, that new project that you want. And knowing that any path that you pick, you're going to end up where you belong or where you need to. I will share a quick personal story in which I have been in corporate for all of my life. And there was a certain path that I was supposed to go. And I was supposed to go down that path and move into an executive level. And it was working in the media industry. And all of a sudden, my body, because of just health issues, and just really things just started happening in which I was becoming tired. I had no more energy, and my body was telling me it's time to make a change in your life and to move into something that's going to provide more fulfillment for you. Now, being in media, I have all of these fears that are saying, I can't leave. I'm making great money. How am I going to be supported? I'm going to miss my friends, all these different things. And they were running through my head, all these fears. And I was running around in circles in that cycle. And I had to break the belief and say, you know what? I can create the life that I want, and I can be happy with the life that I create. And by doing that, leaving that position, I was able to find another opportunity that allows me greater enjoyment and doing something that's worthwhile, something that also allows me flexibility in my time to take on other projects. So to travel, to be a teacher, to be a life coach as well, and to do things that really matter in my life. And so while there was a lot of fear and belief systems I had to break, once I broke them, it opened up the opportunity for me to do greater things than I would have ever thought that I would have been able to do. And that is where Archangel Gabriel comes in, because you have this card that is upside down and it's saying that you're not standing in your authenticity and you're not speaking up for what it is that you really want. What is going to make you happy? What is going to make you feel fulfilled? And what action can you start taking right now to start accomplishing that? And so in the industries and intricacies, which is the Seven of Scrolls, this card is just asking for you to trust in the process, to trust that whatever it is that you are building, it's going to work out the way it needs to. But you have to release the fears. And so in this, we see this builder, and it may take him a long time to build this, or it's maybe that he has to put each brick one by one, lay the foundation down. And so you may be feeling that things aren't moving quick enough, and that's understandable. But knowing that you're going to be on the path that you need to be, because what you're creating right now with the Three of Forces is your nest. You're creating this new opportunity for yourself, new life, new energy. And you can see that here with, here you have the bird who is feeding her children, the butterflies, and the sun is shining. But it's more than that. It's creating community. It's creating life. It's creating just transformation. And you're taking charge, and you're being a leader, and you're helping others. So you may end up moving, or you may have a wish to move into a position that is to help others, to be a leader to others, to show others how you did it and how to succeed. So that may be an opportunity for you. And here we have the Queen of Forces. And this is someone, again, once they build their nest and start taking charge of their life, they are going to be able to create new opportunities and attract new people into their lives. So we have the sun and the moon, and she's balancing both of it. And at the same time, She's in her power. She's in her authenticity, and she's strong. And so as you start breaking the agreements, moving out into the unknown, creating the life that you want, new opportunities are going to show up that is going to support you on your path. And, for myself, when it was my turn, and I was just like, I couldn't believe how quickly these changes appeared. But they are going to appear because what's happening is that you are creating a new life. You're breaking the cycles of the fear, and you're allowing new opportunities, a breath of fresh air to come in, to enliven you, to make you feel whole. And even though fear is going to come in and block you, and it's going to tell you all these things, and it's going to say, oh, you can't do this. Oh, you're not good enough. You don't have the resources enough. You should just stay where you are right now because that's safe. And that's what also the Queen of Cups here is saying as well. Because the Queen of Cups in reverse talks about insecurity, and that it will try to tell you things just to keep you in a safe space. So I always say that fear is not a bad guy. It loves you a lot. It loves you a lot because it will try to keep you from doing new things because it doesn't want to see you get hurt. But it doesn't realize by being in those cycles, it's also holding you back from growing into the person that you need to become. And so as you start breaking those fears, you're going to move into birth, into new opportunities, into your Queen of Forces energy. And here we have the Temperance card, which is about creating harmony and creating balance in our lives. And that feeling of stagnation, the feelings that you are not moving anywhere, you're not growing, you're not fulfilling, you're being fulfilled in your life, it's all going to vanish. So again, that Queen of Forces energy, balancing and creating that harmony in your life. And acknowledging the self-doubts, and also allowing yourself not to hold judgment, because the path that you're going to go on isn't going to be an easy one, meaning that you have to move through the fears and you have to move through the insecurities, and those things are hard because for every time you move forward, there's always going to be a fear that's going to come in and just say, okay, well, this project didn't go the way that we wanted it to go, or this meeting didn't go how we wanted to go, so let's just go back to the drawing board into what feels safe. And there are going to be times in which you're going to say, you know what, you're right, let's go back. But you're being called in this life purpose to move forward. Every single time you feel a fear come up, ask it to just be curious. Let's just see what happens if we tried this, if we do accept one more meeting, if we go and take this new class. Let's just stay curious. And every single time, focus on your strengths. Mantras are really good for that. When you have mantras that you write them on a piece of paper and put them up, next to your bed so it's the first thing that you see. I'm going to rock this meeting today. I'm going to make one contact for my business, or I'm going to submit my resume to 3 people. When we put these affirmations and these mantras, I am a rock star. I am great. I am enough to create greatness. I create my own life. That energy allows us to, again, push out into the universe and allows us to co-create or become the artists of our life. So I hope that this reading was helpful. If you enjoyed this reading and you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And if you liked it, please hit the like button and share with those that you think may be interested in this reading. And if you hit subscribe, you will then receive notifications of when I do readings in the future. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. And now we're going on to reading number 3. So here's the amber. And if you picked reading number 3, we have 8 of Roses, community. 11, Ark of the Covenant. 1, the Oracle of Delphi. 17, the Lookout. 1 of Forces, the Akashic Field. We have the Hermit card. Knight of Cups. 9 of Wands. We have Judgment in reverse, and I'm sorry, the 9 of Wands is also in reverse, as well as the Knight of Cups. We have Justice. And for our angel cards, we have Yes. And see the other person's point of view. And Time to Decide. So there are a couple of things that kind of jump out at me. So the first thing is we're dealing with a lot of sacral energy and base. So feeling grounded and also feeling secure and feeling empowered. So you can see that here with the orangey light red colors as well as the dark red. And there's also communication with the light blue here. We also have energy that is talking about manifestation. So we see a lot of ones here. So 1 in the 17, 1, 11, and 8 is a number that talks about wisdom. And we have here a lot of energy that is talking about this being a bigger life lesson and one of your big or primary life lessons. And the reason why is because when you have arcana, major arcana cards, such as the Justice, which is also number 11, you have a Judgment card, and you have a Hermit card. These are cards that are talking about it being a big karmic lesson that comes into your life. So anytime you do a tarot reading and you see a reading that has more than one major card come in, then this is saying, please pay attention to me because a major life change is about to happen in your life. And there's also just a lot of green energy here and a lot of reds, which talks again about healing of the heart and creating balance in your life. However, what I'm feeling here is that you've been in a process of being by yourself and taking time to reflect, being in this hermit energy. So sitting in meditation, maybe just taking time out from the chaos in life, or just solitude. And the reason for that is with the Lookout card here. We see someone who's at the lookout, but there has been danger. The boat is on fire. And so this person can jump off of the boat and they'll be fine, but they're also looking out for help too, which makes me feel that you have gone through or been through recently a lot of challenges in your life, whether it has been through a romantic relationship, a breakup, a divorce, whether it has been through losing your job, maybe. There is an event has taken place in your life that has caused you to move into this solitary life, to be by yourself, to kind of gather your strength up, and to kind of just reset before starting over again. And with the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is someone, as well as actually the Nine of Wands, this is someone who has been protecting their heart and has been kind of by themselves for a while and has lost trust in either themselves or in other people. There has been a lot of self-doubt, and there's also been a part of you that hasn't been able to express its true self, which is why I'm feeling more of that there has been a breakdown in a relationship, such as a divorce or a separation. And it could still be a separation of, your work or employment with a company, but it feels that there's something legal that has been the trigger to cause the challenge to make you go within yourself. As we see here with the Ark of the Covenant, this is a card of two men coming to an agreement and having that discussion, that contract, signing agreements, signing things into law. And we also have the Justice card, which the Justice card is about law. It's also about wisdom. But with these two cards in the reading together, it makes me feel like there is something that has to do with contracts, with legal separations, legal bindings. And so that was the catalyst to move you into the hermit space and to force you into this feeling of not being able to trust other people and not being able to open your heart anymore. And so what this karmic lesson is asking for a couple of things. It's asking for you to, one, to start building up your community again, start opening up your heart. You may have friends and family who miss you, who miss going out with you, seeing that beautiful soul that you have, and they're, because they miss you, they want you back in their tribe. This is also a card that is asking if you do not have that foundation, that tribe, to start building one. So going out back into the world, leaving that hermit energy behind, and allowing you to then meet new people, experience new things, maybe learn something new, to smile again, to laugh again, to bring joy back into your life. With the card here, the Oracle of Delphi, this card is saying that there's going to be signs and what I call synchronicities and little breadcrumbs that will come into your life and kind of drop themselves in front of you. You may receive an email to go to a book reading in which you're going to meet new people. You may receive out of nowhere free tickets to go see a play. There's going to be little signs that are going to pop up that is asking you to keep your heart open, to allow yourself to say yes to those moments. Here, we have the yes card here. Say yes to those moments so that, and those new opportunities to allow you to build your community. For you've been in this hermit energy for really a long time, and you're now being asked to come out of it, to start enjoying the world and to start having fun again, because you deserve it. And you're also going to be asked for whatever the situation was that was the catalyst for you moving into the hermit situation, to see the other person's point of view. So in this card, it's asking for you to forgive. Usually, there's a saying that says, not giving forgiveness is like giving poison to yourself, waiting for the other person to die. So we're waiting for that person to be affected, to, receive karmic justice and things like that because of what they've done to us. However, the only hurt that we end up doing is to ourselves. And so you're being asked to see, into seeing the other person's point of view, whether it was the employer or that person in your relationship that you broke up from, divorce, whatever it was. Once you're able to see the other person's point of view, how they felt, the actions or motives of why they did what they did, and you can forgive, I'm not saying that you forget, but if you can forgive and move on, it will allow an easier time for you to build your community and to move this into the upright position, to open your heart to others and to allow that beautiful self-expression that has right now been hiding, and to give that beautiful soul back to yourself and back to those who love you most. And so the time to decide is now. You can stay in that hermit energy for as long as you like. There's no good or bad. You can stay to yourself, not open your heart, or you can say yes and allow yourself to rebuild a new life. Allow yourself to bring in more joy, love, laughter, new opportunities, new friends, new encounters, and a fulfillment that you may not have felt for a while because you've been looking out, waiting to get hurt. And so this is a very important time for you to take a look at what it is that you want and take a look at the opportunities that are going to come your way. As maybe an exercise, you can write down your intentions on what is it that you would like to achieve in your life. New friends, new love, happiness, joy, whatever it is, write it down on a list and have it somewhere that you can see it. It's kind of like your vision board. And again, like when you're able to see those intentions, you're able to build that energy and you're able to create, just like we did in reading number 2, to co-create, be the artist of your life and to create the life that you want. So I wish you luck with this new journey. So I thank you for this reading, and I hope that this reading has helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me below. If you like this reading, please feel free to hit the like button and to subscribe so that you can receive more readings in the future. I do readings on a variety of topics, from relationships to career, to your life purpose like we did today, and also messages from those on the other side. So thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again next time, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.